I'm M. Marinelli, and you're listening to the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast. I'm a psychotherapist, a professor of psychology, and an author of Comfort Sequels, the psychology of movie sequels from the 80s and 90s. I write for the Blue Rose magazine, and I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan. I'm not a tattoo artist or a tattoo expert by any means, but I'm a tattoo enthusiast and wanted to make a podcast combining two things I love the most. Each episode of the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast interviews someone about their Twin Peaks tattoo and explores what their ink means to them. You can find the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud. Thanks for joining. In my 20s, I went on a few dates with a super hot butch. She totally fit the archetype in all the amazing ways. Tall, leather jacket, short hair slicked back, chaps, strong arms that I could fold into riding on the back of her motorcycle. I felt so safe with her, even going up and down the terrifying roller coaster-esque Powell Street at night in San Francisco. I was the perfect femme to her butch. Lipstick, tight skirts, Bay Area off-the-shoulder activist tees. We looked cute together. From the beginning, there was chemistry. Some light making out, sexy as fuck dancing at El Rio, sharing a bottle of rosé at Dolores Park on a picnic blanket. You know, all the things you want in your queer 20s. Things were moving forward, heating up. But I knew we couldn't possibly fall into the lesbian U-Haul trap until a certain potentially tricky topic was broached. So, I really love this show, Twin Peaks. Do you know it? I paused. I waited to see any acknowledgement or reaction from her. She ran the 3 middle fingers of her right hand through her thick black hair. Dimples popped out on both sides. "You're cute," she replied, and grabbed me closer to her. I smiled and we kissed a little, but I knew she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. It's a show from the early 90s, I continued, gently pulling away from her lips, adjusting my San Francisco Women Against Rape t-shirt I bought at a fundraiser. Her blank stare looked strange on her otherwise confident, clear, handsome face. It stars Kyle MacLachlan. I paused again, tried to read reactions to facial cues. When I asked her if she'd watch with me sometime, she said she didn't like older TV shows. Oh. I made a case for why this one was different, I promised. I'll make coffee and bake cherry pie for us while we watch. Well, I'd learn how to bake before this date would happen, of course. Again, she declined and smiled confidently and told me she mostly loved reality TV, especially the Kardashians. Now listen, I love the Kardashians, like the rest of us. Real Housewives? Yeah, of course. But this Twin Peaks shit is serious business. It's basically a deal breaker. The first reaction really makes all the difference. It's kind of a litmus test. And if she passed, she might have gotten an invitation to love. It really is the best vibe check there is. Some years ago, I had a Twin Peaks friend who started dating a guy she was obsessed with. I listened to her talk about him and felt into their NRE, new relationship energy. And he truly did seem super rad, kind and gentle, like a good match. But then I realized, ooh, there might be a problem here. But Tara, does he like Twin Peaks? Well, she hemmed and hawed and diverted. I knew the answer. Well, he saw it a long time ago and he didn't like it all then, but is he willing to do a rewatch with you? I just don't know. Girl, I'm not sure that's going to work out. I went to hug her as I spouted these hard truths. She shrugged her shoulders, defeated. Trust me, I got it. Hot Butch and I could never make it past this difference and her unwillingness to watch and experience it. I wish I could say I would have kept dating her if she watched it with me and still didn't like it, but that would be a lie too. For me, my partner has to at least have an appreciation of the art. It really matters to me. Being a crazed fanatic freak, that's all the better. In this month's episode of the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast, I talked to Scott Boundy, who had no problem at all with this "do you like Twin Peaks" dating conundrum. In fact, what brought him and his partner together was their common love of Twin Peaks. They met on a Facebook group called Invitation to Love. How cute is that? Scott was single and had just joined as a joke, and the rest is history. He has been with his girlfriend Michelle ever since. It's Valentine's Day, and despite the huge loss we all experienced last month, this episode helps us remember the power of love, connection, and community. Lynch and Frost brought Scott and Michelle together. The show is the reason so many of us have found each other over the years. As we remember and celebrate Lynch and his work, this is also a moment to celebrate the love in our amazing fandom. Scott Boundy is from Miami, moved to Los Angeles, and loves exploring the Pacific Northwest with his girlfriend. We bonded over his Twin Peaks transitional objects, like filming location pics and his Showtime For Your Consideration Season 3 box set. My favorite part of our interview was when he just got a water from the fridge and started drinking it while we were recording. It was adorable, and it also let me know there was a feeling of comfort between us. Michelle included came in to share from time to time in the background. It was awesome. It felt like I got to visit their house and glimpse into the sweet life they made together. Here is the fabulous Scott. Hi, Scott. Welcome to the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast.
Hi,
Really glad
welcome.
to have you here. Yay!
Likewise.
We were just chatting, and I was like, oh, I should press record because this is all really cool stuff you're telling me about
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
all the really cool Twin Peaks stuff that you have in your house. Are there any
Yeah.
specific things that pop out that you love that you want to talk about?
I would say like basically just like the pictures in general from like the different locations. We have a picture of us holding the Twin Peaks sign where the Twin Peaks sign originally was. We have a picture of the Squamish waterfall in our house. We have pictures of like all the different cast members, Christabel, who plays Agent Tamer Preston. My girlfriend has pictures of her with Al Strober all over the place. I mean, like our house, we have pictures of David Lynch and just like Twin Peaks inspired art all over our house. I mean, and that's what brought us together was our common love of Twin Peaks.
And
So
you were
we
saying how
do,
you met? Like, did you meet because of Twin Peaks?
yeah, we met in a Facebook group. There was a Facebook group that's still around called Invitation to Love, which was for Twin Peaks singles, and I joined it. I mean, as a joke, and my girlfriend Michelle just started talking to me, and I came out here, and we really connected really well, and we've been together now for years.
Oh my gosh. Congrats. That's such a sweet love story to like find
Yeah,
each other through your love of the show.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Aw.
there's no other show that could do that other
Yeah.
than Twin Peaks because the fandom and the group are all really good people.
Absolutely. What do you think about Invitation to Love itself? Not the group, but the part of the show.
I think that was done. I think that was a Mark Frost idea
Hmm.
to do it as like a joke, like a little drama inside the drama, just something to have
Yeah.
Kimmy Robertson watch while she was working at her desk.
Mm. Yeah. 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 So I'm just watching Scott take a sip from his awesome, like, Blue Rose Task Force mug and, watching him in his amazing house with all of these really cool art pieces. It looks like a lot of
Yeah,
original art as well from the show. It's
yeah,
just really awesome to see.
yeah. We have a beautiful picture in our front area of Senorita Dido holding the Lure orb.
Oh, that's one of my favorite, and that's one of my favorite images from The Return.
And if you watch the Twin Peaks A to Z box set, they really break down how they made that whole scene and that whole area and the whole filming of it, which is really just amazing. And it gives you a whole new appreciation for the show in itself.
Mhm.
Watching David Lynch working and how he brought it all together.
And Scott, you were telling me that you live in LA and have been
Yeah,
able to meet some cast members as a result of that. Tell me about what
yeah.
that's been like for you and anyone's special stories.
I would say definitely out of everyone I've met so far, I would say definitely Christabel has been the most warm and welcoming. And she lives in Austin, Texas, but every time we've crossed paths with her here in Los Angeles, whether it's just her visiting or her doing her Strangest Angels tour, it's just she's just a very warm and welcoming person, and she just genuinely loves the show itself. But her true love is making music. But she's just an awesome person in general. But yeah, I've met Christoph, the actor that plays Ike the Spike, and I've met like um, Catherine Deming who plays Beulah, and then just and everyone I've come across here in Los Angeles has just been really good people, and that's what
Hmm.
David Lynch attracts to is just good people in general. And also, I've met he didn't work on Twin Peaks, but he was really close to David Lynch. I got to meet John Neff
Oh,
recently
that's
in
me
Seattle,
good. Hmm.
and he just was an awesome person. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a shame what happened to him,
Yeah.
but just meeting him, and he just had so many interesting David Lynch stories.
Yeah, it's so sad. I mean, we lost so many people in
Yeah,
2022. Like it's just yeah, my friend Colin did and his podcast Cream Corn in the Universe did a really good in memoriam, a really beautiful in memoriam episode honoring all the folks who had passed in 2022. If you haven't checked that out, you should listen to it. It's really nice. Well, how did Twin Peaks come into your life? How did you find it or how did it find you?
well, this was goes back many years when I was in high school when Blockbuster Video was still a thing. I went to Blockbuster Video and I had no idea what Twin Peaks was. I had no idea who David Lynch even was, and I saw in Blockbuster Video David Lynch Fire Walk Me, and again I had no idea what Twin Peaks even was. All I knew is that it looked interesting, and I said, "Dad, what's do you have any idea what this movie Twin Peaks Fire Walk Me is?" He said, "Yeah, it's really weird. You would probably like it." And that's how it all started. I mean, I didn't see the TV show because of my age on its original run,
Hmm.
but when it came on Netflix, I didn't even see when it was on Bravo. Cause I don't really watch that channel, but when it came on Netflix is when I really started diving into it and watching season 1 and season 2. And there used to be this art house in South Florida that from time to time would show David Lynch movies like Fire Walk Me, Elephant Man, Dune. They would have all these cool screenings of the David Lynch movies, and that's what really got me into it. Just seeing a Fire Walk Me on the big screen, seeing it in a little
Hmm.
art house theater, that it's like wow, it really gives you a whole new appreciation for what David Lynch is trying to capture.
And what's happened with your relationship to the show from then to now? Like, tell me
I
how it's
would
evolved over time.
I would say it's evolved by like literally going there and seeing the filming locations and
Hmm.
meeting the cast members and seeing like firsthand, seeing the actual RR diner and seeing the actual Kwame waterfalls behind the Great Northern
Hmm.
and seeing the exterior shots of what David Lynch was trying to capture. It's like when you actually see it with your own eyes, it really deepens and enriches your love of Twin Peaks because you actually can see what David Lynch was trying to capture in this show.
Yeah.
So it really, when you actually go there and you actually see the sheriff station, you actually see the old mill, which unfortunately that's gonna be no more in about a year. They're tearing that down for the
Hmm.
development.
Yeah.
But to actually see it, I mean, it really deepens and enriches your love of Twin Peaks. And actually, the more you watch it, it's just like you always find something new and different every time you watch it. No matter how many times you watch, you always notice new little details every time.
Hmm. I think that's just some of the magic of the show. It's like something that I
Yeah,
can always have a new and an insightful, a different insight into every single time I see it. And I don't
yeah,
have that with a lot
exactly.
of art. Like I don't have that with all the movies, other movies I love or other shows I love. But with this one, it's just something new every single time for me.
Yeah, because all these little hidden details that David Lynch
Hmm.
always throws in there, and you can't catch them all every time. So every time you watch it, like, oh yeah, I didn't notice that David Lynch uses a red phone in this episode. Like, wow, that's interesting. And that probably wasn't accidental. It was probably
Hmm.
done intentionally. The color of the phone, like just like little tiny little details that he uses.
So I have to ask, when you and your girlfriend started dating, did you watch Twin Peaks together? Like when did that happen in your dating
Oh
journey?
yeah. Well, she lived on the West Coast, and I lived on the East Coast, so we couldn't watch it together. But whenever when I came over here, we would have like little Twin Peaks season 3 watch parties. And she actually one of the things that she got me, which is pretty cool that we still have, is the Showtime for your consideration season 3 box.
Oh,
I don't know if it has any
cool.
value on it, but
It's a
it's
re
the
it's just
it's
really
a
cool
little
to have.
box set of all the episodes for your for the Emmy consideration.
Hmm. So did you watch then season three together or The Return together when it was on like on Showtime live?
No, no, because that's when I was still living on the East Coast then,
Mm.
unfortunately. I mean, I came out here, it was about a little over 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago, November 16th is when I officially came out here. So it's like right after the return, pretty much. I think about a year after it was over is when it officially came out here. She would take me around Los Angeles and show me the filming locations that were here in Los Angeles, the
Oh, cool.
studios.
Yes. So let's talk about your Twin Peaks tattoos. Tell us what you have, what they look like. Are they color? Are they black and gray? And I just want to say, I asked you a question and I'm interrupting the answer, but just to say, your the pictures that I've seen of your tats are just awesome. Like I just really want you to know that they're very cool, very unique in style. So I'm really excited to talk to you about them.
Yeah, well, I got the first one I got was about my birthday, about I want to say now 2 years ago, maybe about a year and a half ago. I got it for my birthday. It was a birthday present to myself, and it was I wanted to do something original, something that nobody else had seen as far as Twin Peaks tattoos go. So I went to a tattoo artist not too far from us in Sherman Oaks, up right up the road. He's not there anymore, but that's where it was. And I said, listen, I want to get the Twin Peaks owl cave ring, and I talked to him about what I wanted. I said, I want to get something really original, something with color so it pops. And so the first one I got was the Twin Peaks owl cave ring on my left arm, no, right arm. And I said, and it's in color. It's basically just the giant owl cave ring, and it will always be there. And it's always have a piece of the Twin Peaks with me wherever I go, which is awesome. And the second one I have was a tribute to the Pacific Northwest. It's kind of like a waterfall inside, like a coffee pot with like a fish jumping out of it, and
So cool. It's so
yeah, like a
cool.
fish in the percolator. And on the bottom it has a date that I was at Twin Peaks. I mean, actually in North Bend. I mean,
Oh,
I put the date on there that we actually went up to North Bend for the first time together as a couple. I mean,
it's
to
so
commemorate
sweet.
the date that we actually went up there, we actually got to stay in literally at a motel called the Sunset Motel or something like that. Sun something motel, Sunset Motel, which is literally I would say about a block away from the R&R diner. It's kind of like a dive
Nice.
type motel, so it's not the best place to stay, but you're right in the heart of Twin Peaks, right on that main road, right next to the R&R diner, and you can actually
Hmm.
see all the sites. I mean, everything is so close to each other. You can pretty much walk to like 5 different Twin Peaks locations from that one spot, which is pretty cool.
So Scott, with this, thank you for sharing about your tats. And with the first one, I have to say that the owl cave ring is so unique because it's so big and
Yeah,
that you have the full ring. You know, a lot of
yeah,
folks have the tattoos of just the owl cave symbol and the iconography of that. But you have the entire ring that takes up what looks like your whole shoulder. Am I getting that right?
yeah, yeah. No, it does take up about my whole shoulder. Yeah, I would say that's probably about right. And that was what I wanted. I mean, that's what I talked to the artists about was I wanted to get something original that
Mm-hmm.
nobody else has. I mean, that was
Yeah.
the whole point of it, like just to get some of that nobody else has done before, to do like original art that hasn't been done 100 times before.
Yeah, and it really looks like that. And I really like the color. It's really packed in. It really pops out as a ring, even though it's like a it's like a huge ring. And it for me,
Right,
looking at it, it kind of makes me think about like taking the ring on or off, or like that the arm in relationship to the ring, and like
right,
the ring being like a harbinger of death or whatever. Like it's a very cool. It really evokes a lot for me as a fan when I see it.
right.
And then your percolator tattoo, which is
Yeah,
just so awesome. I love that you included the date. In some ways, it's like a commemorative tattoo, like commemorating
yeah,
this
definitely.
moment in North Bend for you. And I'm curious, why you chose to use the water in the percolator, like bringing in the falls in some way.
Well, the art was done by a guy we found on Instagram, or at least my girlfriend did, and she found this really cool original design. And I said, "Oh my God!" And it's basically this guy on Instagram that does like this style of artwork. And I contacted him. I said, "Listen, this is something I want to get tattooed on my body." And he said, "Yeah, sure, go for it." So it's basically just like a waterfall inside, like a comic percolator that represents this Kwame waterfalls and coffee, which is definitely a huge part of Twin Peaks.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks really, really cool. And I love knowing about the date too. I was wondering about that. Um, and so, what does it mean for you to be wearing these tattoos now? And are they on take remind me, are they on different sides of your body?
No, interesting enough, they're both on the same side.
Oh, they're both on the
Interesting
same
enough.
side. Okay.
That was completely just coincidental, but they are both on the same side.
Hmm. And what does it mean for you to be wearing them now? What happens for you when you look at them in the mirror, on the day to
And
day, when you get dressed,
basically
whatever?
just deepens and enriches my love of Twin Peaks. And because Twin Peaks is, since I was in high school, has always been a part of my life. I mean, it's always just been there in the back of my mind, whether Twin Peaks has been on TV or not. I mean, it's always just been a part of my life. I mean, just the good energy that, and bad energy too, for that matter, with the Black Lodge,
Hmm.
that David Lynch has always been amazing at representing, and it's just to always have it part of me. It's like just symbolizes just my love of Twin Peaks and all things David Lynch,
Hmm.
because he's just an amazing person in general.
And anything else you want to say about how you chose the where to place them?
I mean, well, the ring I wanted to get on my shoulder because that way it will always be there, like just right there, and it's always in a spot where if I wear like a tank top, I mean, it's just I feel like the placement. I feel like the placement of tattoos is definitely like a really key important thing, and just there's no like huge significance in the placement of the tattoos. It's just that's where if the I was able to get it done with, so the tattoo artist would have room.
Hmm. Yeah. Do you have other tattoos as well?
On my left arm, I have a Grateful Dead tattoo, but
Nice.
yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Let me see. Oh, that's big too.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
yeah, I've had that one about 4 or 5 years.
Wasn't your Jewish star? Wasn't that the first one you got?
My first one I got was which is over here. My again on my right arm is my Jewish star tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
I got that when I was about 18, 19 years old.
It was your first one when you turn
Yeah,
18 and go get a tat. Hmm.
yeah, exactly.
And I noticed that you left it. So it's almost like your Twin Peaks tattoos flank on either side your star tattoo. Is that right?
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, that seems special that they're all on the same arm.
right. I mean, eventually I wouldn't mind like, I want to make sure it's like done really well, but I wouldn't mind like just having like my right arm just completely just dedicated to like Twin Peaks art.
Hmm.
But I just don't want to overdo it. I just want to do it like a little bit at a time and
Oh,
make sure the
sure.
placement is all good.
Yeah, you want to be thoughtful about it and considered.
Right.
Well, that's a great question. What Twin Peaks tattoos are in your future? Like, what do you daydream about? What are you thinking?
The next one, if I do get another one, what I really want to get is like maybe like the red curtains with like an owl in front of it, like just like a Twin Peaks style owl
Hmm.
in front of like the red curtains is an idea I've been thinking about in the near future, or something that my girlfriend has been thinking about. If that she's thinking about doing is getting the words "Fire walk me" in Hebrew.
Oh, amazing. Wow.
Yeah,
That would be so that I have never heard or seen of that before. Like that would be
no,
such a
like
unique tat.
that's what I aim for is like unique tattoos that
Yeah.
nobody has done before. So
Hmm.
that's what I would go for. Like just like find like ideas that nobody has tapped into yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all of those. I was thinking along the same lines. I have an owl tattoo where he's just sitting on a piece of cherry pie drinking a cup of coffee. And so, the symbology is all there, but when you look at it, if you didn't know the show, you wouldn't necessarily know what it was,
Right,
right?
right, exactly. That's the way the waterfall one is. Like everyone's like, oh, it's a cool tattoo, but nobody really gets the symbolism to Twin Peaks.
Have you gotten any annoying questions about your tattoos from
At
people?
work, I've got yeah. At work, I usually do. I mean, because the people I work with are completely clueless on Twin Peaks. Like I'm
What did
all
they
alone
say?
on. Like, what the hell is that tattoo? Like, what does it mean? Like, what is Twin Peaks?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Uh-huh.
and you can't really explain Twin Peaks
No,
to somebody. It's
no.
like just go and watch it, or it's impossible to explain. Like my dad tried. When I was over my dad's house a few years ago, I was watching Twin Peaks episode. I believe it was episode 8 of all episodes, and he just walked in when it was like on one of the super weird scenes. He said, "So that's David Lynch, isn't it?" I said, "Yep."
He knew.
Yeah, two of the walked in like that's the David Lynch thing, isn't it? I said, "Yeah, of course." He said, "Look, that looks weird." That's how I know it's David Lynch. And out of all the episodes, like episode 8 is maybe my favorite episode. I would love to do something symbolizing the return episode 8. Like
Mm.
that's something I would love to do. Like when that big explosion happens, like do something to symbolize that. Like maybe get like the bomb dropping or something like that.
Yeah.
Like do something to symbolize episode 8 because that was the episode that really broke the mold as far as like Twin Peaks goes. Like that was the episode that really shook everybody. That was when everything really started to turn.
I mean, I remember when it was on and I looked over at the folks who were over at my house for the watch party and I was like, what the F is happening right now? I was like, we went from 9 Inch Nails to okay,
Yeah, Nine Inch Nails,
what is
exactly.
happening? What is happening? And I mean, it's a masterpiece. What
Oh,
else
it's
can you
still a
say?
masterpiece. Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
masterpiece.
Yeah, my girlfriend was doing watch parties here in Los Angeles, like literally every week. She went over to one of her friends' houses that we know here in Los Angeles, and they would do like these watch parties, like pretty much like every week for every episode. She had like this giant screen set up, and she would like do all these watch parties every week. And I was like, oh man, I'm missing the watch parties because you don't really get that when you live in Miami. Like
Mm,
there's not a huge love of Twin Peaks in South Florida. I mean, there's definitely not there. Like, at least not here a lot like it is here in Los Angeles.
Did you have any Twin Peaks community in Florida?
No, like I said, that was one thing. At least not that I know of. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
other than when the local art house would show like Fire Walk Me, you really didn't see any like Twin Peaks fans. Like, oh, here's where you guys are all hiding. Like, where have you all been? It's like, where is everybody? Like, they're out there. It's just nobody knows where anybody is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I really like your idea. Oh, even if as you just took a drink of whatever you're drinking, I just saw your
Just water.
no, I just saw your percolator, like your fish in the percolator tattoo as you were lifting up your arm, and I was like, gosh, that looks so dope. It just covers the whole bottom part of your arm. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, that's well, in order for him to get all the details in there, he said, "Listen, I got to make this big, otherwise, I won't be able to get all the details in."
Mm-hmm.
So he had to. This was the size he had to make it. Otherwise, there was no. Because it really is a very detailed piece.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it totally is. And I resonate with you about wanting a part 8 tattoo. Like I have a dream to get the frog moth. And
Yeah,
also
the frog mouth tat. That's something I would do. Like do like the frog mouth
yeah,
tattoo. That's something I would love to do.
it's a good one. It's a cool one. I mean, it's definitely weird. It's definitely a weird tattoo, but it's cool. And then what else was I thinking? Oh, not for part 8, but just for the return. I was thinking something related to like Sarah Palmer's demise, like something like
Oh my
maybe
God,
not like
yeah.
her pulling her face off, but maybe like a jerky thing or something that's just a nod where again, if you know, you know, but most people would be like, is that just a jerky tattoo? What are you doing?
Right. I
um
would probably do maybe just do like a picture of that says Smoky Joe's or something like that.
oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I like that. Then
Like
right
the
again,
red
if you know, you
door,
know.
like do like a giant red door, and on top of it
Yeah,
have it say Smoky Joe's. Like that's what I would do probably.
that's cool. Have you been to that bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been to Smoky Joe's, and yeah, we did as much as humanly possible we could do. The only thing we didn't do, my girlfriend started, but I didn't do, was the Sarah Palmer house. That was the
Yeah.
only thing we didn't do because when we went up there, Mary Reber just wasn't taking company for personal reasons.
Yeah.
But we did pretty much. We saw the Centennial Log. We saw Smoky Joe's. We saw the Rhine Bridge, and we pretty much because everything is within like 5 minutes of everything. Like you can you go 5 minutes. There's the famous Carl Robb bench. You go another 5 minutes.
hmm
There's Ron Bridge, and like everything's within 5 minutes of everybody.
I know, isn't it cool? And the intersection, right? The infamous intersection from Firewalk with Me. Oh, and from The Return. Oh
And
gosh.
Alita State Park where Alali State Park where Jack Rabbit's palace
Hmm.
is is absolutely beautiful where you
It's
can see
beautiful.
the wherever where they found Teresa's body and
Hmm.
of course Jack Rabbit's
Deer
palace
Meadow.
and yeah, it's just absolutely just beautiful back there.
Yeah, totally. Are there any questions that you would like to be asked about your Twin Peaks tattoos?
Not to my head. I mean, so far it's going good, so nothing I can feel at the top of my head at least.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Um, and we talked about Twin Peaks tattoos you would like to get in the future. Any other tattoos, whether it be Twin Peaks related or not related to Twin Peaks, that's on the docket for you?
Not at the moment. Like I mean, I do about because of the price. I do about once a year, maybe a little less than that. But I would love to do something just to represent David Lynch in general.
Hmm.
Like just do something that would just represent like David Lynch in general. Maybe something that says "Fix your hearts or die" or something like that. You know,
Hmm.
just something that represents David Lynch in general. I mean, that's what I would love to do for my next one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's so cool. I keep imagining like you and your girlfriend having like invitation to love related like matching tats or something cute.
She doesn't have any tattoos yet, but she is thinking about getting one. She'll probably be the next one in the chair. Now that we found a good tattoo artist that's close by to us,
Mm,
she'll probably be the one next in the chair. But uh, we don't have any Twin Peaks matching tattoos yet. But that's definitely something that we would definitely consider for sure.
yeah. I'll send you the info for Lane Freefall, who was on another episode of this podcast, and she's a tattoo artist. Do you know her?
Not by name, no.
She's a tattoo artist and a Twin Peaks fan, and she tattooed at the Twin Peaks UK Fest.
Oh
Like
wow.
tattooed folks, yeah, at the UK Fest, and she's a huge fan of the show, and she's a fantastic artist, and she tats sometimes in LA. She's
Okay,
in a
that's good
couple of
to
different
know.
places, but yeah, I'll send you her info. She's awesome, and
Yeah, we
definitely
gotta keep our
listen to
eye
her
open for her.
episode. Yeah, yeah, definitely listen to her episode from season one. It's so good. She's so cool. Um, so what character would you love to see have a tattoo in Twin Peaks, and what tattoo would that be?
Uh, that's what I've been thinking about. Like literally since you sent me that, like that was like the one question I was really thinking about.
Yeah.
I think like Gordon Cole definitely would never get any tattoos. That he's way too clean cut, so definitely would not be Gordon Cole. But I could see uh, Evil Cooper getting one, like some like really badass tattoo. I could see him getting one. I could see Philip Jeffries getting a tattoo of maybe like I don't know what he would get, but I could definitely see Philip Jeffries getting a tattoo.
Mm-hmm. Those are good answers. Wait, what? Yeah, what
Right.
kind of Philip Jeffries tat?
I can see Philip Jeffries getting one of maybe like a giant, like maybe like an eagle or something like that to
Oh,
represent
cool.
the Blue Rose Task Force.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to be anybody like Albert or Gordon Cole. I don't think they will get tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Diane would probably get one. I can see Diane getting like some type of tattoo on her.
What about Tammy Preston?
I don't know. I mean, I think she can go either way. I think if she would get something, it'll probably be something like on her ankle or on her wrist,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe like a
wrist.
peace sign or like
Yeah,
a meditation symbol or something like that
I was thinking that too, actually, or like a little
to
heart,
represent,
even.
yeah, like a little heart. I can see her getting like a little
Mm-hmm.
heart or something like that.
Yeah, totally. That's good. Okay, and if and when there's a season four of Twin Peaks, what character, either existing or new, would you want to play?
I would love, I mean, if I were to play a character, either Philip Jeffries or Chet Desmond,
Mm,
or just like
Chet
you said,
Desmond.
just like a new character, like just have like be like this new lost character from the Blue Rose Task Force that's been missing for 20 years.
Yeah, totally.
Like a
Yes.
reincarnation of Philip
Mm.
Jeffries. Like I'm Philip Jeffries, but because I've been missing in the Black Lodge for 20 years, like nobody recognizes me.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's a really, really good answer. That's a
And
really good
interesting
answer.
enough, the day that we're doing this is David Bowie's birthday. Interesting enough,
Yeah.
So
just by
cool.
pure coincidence,
Yeah,
that
like,
today is David Bowie's birthday.
aw, David, happy birthday. Aw. I really, I have just this pang in my heart about Chet missing. Like, I miss him.
Yeah, I would love that. Like him and Philip Jeffers were like two characters I was really were hoping were going to come back for season three. Like
Yeah, me
those,
too.
and I was really excited about Dave. Apparently, David Bowie, they really wanted him, but apparently because of his health conditions, and he was working on his musical that they just couldn't get him.
Mm,
I mean, they definitely, according to David Lynch, he definitely tried, but
hmm
he's declined because it was bad health at
hmm
the time, and he was working on Lazarus,
Uh-huh.
so he just didn't have the time and energy to do it. Just was bad timing, unfortunately. And they would have done it maybe like a year earlier. He probably would have said yes.
hmm Ugh, it's stuff like that. That's so heartbreaking. But
Yeah, we didn't go inside the room, but we got to go to Mount Si
oh yeah, you went
Motel
inside the
eventually.
room?
No, we couldn't go. The rooms were being occupied
Oh,
for
I see.
something.
Hmm.
So we get to see the exterior, which was pretty cool in itself.
Yeah.
Just seeing, I mean, it's like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Know that Kyle MacLachlan and David Lynch were here filming.
Yeah, and it's just such an important room. I feel like that's a space in the world of Twin Peaks that where a lot happens. I'm thinking about Teresa Banks. I'm thinking about missing pieces. Yeah, Mount Si Hotel is just a
Yeah,
lot going on.
we're probably definitely gonna watch the missing pieces today again because when you watch the missing pieces, it's just like so amazing, like to know that like there was this much left over. I mean, that's how much they filmed. I mean, this is stuff that made on the cutting room floor. It's like, oh my God. I mean,
I
it's
know.
just so amazing. I mean, that's how amazing David Lynch is. I mean, that's how much
Hmm.
creativity is flowing from. Like, where even the stuff that didn't make the cut is just like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, totally. Well, this was so much fun to talk to you, Scott, and learn about your relationship to the show and to hear about your awesome tattoos. Um, and do you have how can people find you? How can people connect with you
Um,
online?
well, I'm on Facebook, um, Keith Boundy. Okay, so Instagram, I don't know how it says where. Okay, so Instagram, I'm Keith Boundy, one word.
Awesome. And I'll link those things too and tag you and stuff so people can find you. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much, Scott. This is so much fun. I'm really,
Yeah,
really
this was
happy to
definitely a lot of
meet
fun for
you.
sure. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Twin Peaks Tattoo Podcast. Rate and review us on iTunes and follow me on Instagram @MsMarinelli.